Hello and welcome to another video from the Mad Batter channel. My name's Chris. A few weeks ago I published a video about adding letters and numbers in Luminar Neo, admittedly in a rather clunky way. Well, since then Luminar have issued an update to Neo with the merge layer functionality. First of all, I'll explain exactly how that works, as certainly their online manual doesn't make it clear. And then I'll show how the technique to add letters and numbers is now a bit more streamlined and easier to use. So here we are in Luminar Neo with the same picture of Rhodes Island as I used in the original video. You'll see I've also added 5 layers, each one numbered, and I can show that they are separate. So pick the top layer and I can move number 5 around. So if I pick middle one, that's number 3, and bottom one, that's number 1. So you can see they're all layers, each with one number on it. And by the way, you'll notice that when you click a layer, to show it's selected, there's a yellow line around the outside. And of course, you can duplicate, remove or hide. So if I hide the layer, then the number 5 has disappeared. And we'll click show and it comes back again. Now the new merge layer function, I'm afraid the user manual on the Luminar website is not at all clear. To quote direct, it says select the layers you want to merge, it doesn't say how. Then you hold the shift key, then you right click on the selected layers and click the merge layers button. Well, that's sort of half the story, it's not at all clear. So I'll explain properly how you can select some or all of the layers and merge them. So here we have layer number 5 selected with its yellow outline. With only one layer selected, if you right click you get the hide, remove or duplicate layer. If you have more than one layer selected, so I'll hold control and click on this layer, you'll see there isn't a clear yellow outline. There is actually a slight difference if I unselect it and select it again, holding the control key. There's a very faint outline around it. But now I've got these 2 layers selected, if I right click you get the merge layers function. So how do you select layers? Well, if you want to select a range of touching layers, you use the shift key. So I've got the top layer selected. If I hold the shift key and click the bottom layer, right click and merge layers, the new layer comes above the main selected one, and you'll see if I move now, it's got all 5 layers in it. We'll remove that. So let's say I want to select layers 5, 4 and 3. Select 5, go down to 3, hold the shift key, click merge layers. So here we are, and that should be 5, 4 and 3. Okay. Now if you want to select just one other layer, or a range of layers which are not consecutive, you use the control key. So I've selected that layer. If I select the next layer, hold the control key and click, right click, merge layers. So that should be just 5 and 4. Remove that layer. Now let's say I want to select more. So let's say I want to select 5, 4 and 1. Click on 5, hold the control key, click on 3 and click again on 1. Right click merge layers, so that's our merge layer, and there we are, 1, 5 and 3. So like a lot of other programs, you hold shift to select consecutive or touching items. If you want to select non-touching items or non-touching in order items, you use the control key instead. So hopefully that makes that clear. One unfortunate effect of this is that if you want to remove multiple layers, you can't highlight one, shift click to select this range of 3 layers and then remove them with one click, because all you get if more than one layer is selected is the merge layers. So the only way to remove layers is to do it individually. So remove layer, remove layer, remove layer. That's just the way it is, I'm afraid. So how does the merge layer function improve the process of adding letters and numbers? Well, here we are back with the same image, and I've loaded the name Rhodes obviously on 6 different layers because there are 6 letters. And the advantage, if I hold the shift key, press on the bottom layer, right click and choose merge layers, there we are. So you can see we've got our name on one layer now. So first I'll delete all the original layers Certainly a bit of a long-winded fag this, but so now we just have our single layer. So the first advantage, of course, is that you can place the name or the word anywhere you want. You don't have to do it separately for each letter in the word. Of course, you need to be careful. You may want to be able to move the letters individually, or if you have more than one word, you may want to be able to move them independently. So if I had, say, island there, I could have all that in one layer, move it around. Or I could have roads on one layer, island on the other, and move them independently. The second big advantage, of course, is in colouring. So before, you had to colour the first letter, then remember the settings, and then try and duplicate them on each of the other letters. Now, of course, you can do it in one go. So let's go back to curves, hit the red. Get the colour how you want it. Bit bright for me, so we'll reduce the exposure a bit. Now you know that each letter is precisely the same colour because you did them as a block on a single layer. So whilst it doesn't make the whole process streamlined, it's certainly an improvement compared to what it was before the merge layer function. So I hope you found this useful, in particular the explanation of exactly how you go about selecting multiple layers, consecutive or otherwise. And many thanks for watching.